watch. Oh, come on, man. Ref, why did he push him? Bro, you evidently pushed my man in his back. Wait, hey, Philogene, let him do that. Hold the ball. That's your highlight fucking career, dickhead. What are you doing? Let him hold it. They're losing 4-1. That's the end of the game. Girona's fan base, big up you lot. But you see your players doing too much. DG has enough RAM and cash to open 100 tabs. Should have watched his transfer streets. I think Jesus is going to burn out his contract. We've won the game 4-1. Max Dowman got a goal and assist. Kai Havertz got on the score sheet. Gabriel Jesus got on the score sheet. Tzolis got on the score sheet. You know, good, interesting cameos. Did like generally how the Halem boys, like the young Halem boys did when they came off the bench. I think Ibrahim had some good touches. Very, very good touches. Camp had a good moment where he took his man on. I think they all acquitted themselves well and tried to be a bit proactive in relation to the first team players. I think we did very well, man. I think Max Dowman's probably man of the match. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly looked good. I think Calafiori looked good. Didn't see much from Gabriel Jesus beyond his goal or Gyökeres, if I'm honest. I think Tzolis looked very positive and his teammates tried to find him. Mascara not really had much to do. Looked well. Have to big up Millier, if I haven't said it. Made 3 very good saves in the second half. Yeah, man. I think we looked all right, man. Ben White looks a bit rusty in certain aspects. I think there's certain decisions and actions we could do better in the final third, but generally we scored 4 goals. The main thing is fitness. Credit to Girona. I think they made it a feisty affair. Not that my players don't care, but I think they, you know, it's fucking cup final for them, innit? Like their fans are there. They're going in late for tackles. They argue with the ref. People getting yellow cards for verbal to the ref. They're doing the madness. They made it 2-1. It could have went left, but, you know, they choked. They poked a bear, really and truly. So, yeah, man. And it was quite crazy. We saw Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson in Arsenal shirts for the first time. So there ain't too much beyond that. But for the first game we watched, we did quite well. Probably the humidity was a factor as well. So what's that? We beat MK Dons in our first game. Granted, that was behind closed doors. Then obviously look at this one. I think tactically, Ranieri looked like he was undertaking what he's being asked well. But you probably, as a fan, want more standout moments. I don't know if I said it, but good play from Kai Havertz to score as well. You know, Miles Lewis-Skelly in the build-up to the first goal. Max Dowman for at least a hand in 2 of the goals and just generally. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of positive things to build on. People got minutes. To our knowledge, no one's injured. Tzolis got his first goal, but unofficial goal, if you want to call it that. So, yeah, man, step in the right direction. Good way to start pre-season campaign. And what I think we're next in action on Wednesday. I might be chatting nonsense. I think we're next in action on Wednesday. So, yeah, man, so far, so good from us. That's what I would say in relation to the game. I'm looking forward to facing Como. Our old captains, Fabregas, is waiting. And we got Borussia Dortmund, who are being linked with Ranieri. Thank God for real, no injuries. I'd love to win the quad. Max Dowman and MLS look good. I think Ranieri fits in a lot. He needs to probably stand out. Things are looking good. Mad Max Dowman, man. And he's learning how to take a tumble. Are you playing FPL this season, DG? Yes, 100%. If you're in the league, I will press the renew button. In the build-up to the Premier League, obviously, we'll start dropping the link and whatnot. So make sure you're freeing on socials and the community shield and all of that. We all know Vic needs more than 30 minutes. I can't hate on 30. I'm not taking... Look, the main players is just about fitness, innit? Now, everybody's got different schedules and are ahead in their fitness levels and whatnot. Like, Jesus came on and then came off. Gyökeres, Havertz, somebody else in Capier. They played like, what? Half an hour, 40 minutes, if that? 45 minutes, if that? And to be fair, I know you can't read too much into pre-season, but I do like the more minutes we can give Mascara first team football at centre-half, the better, innit? Because football's about partnerships. Obviously, we've got Lewis-Skelly and Declan Rice. Clearly, we were going to have Bruno Gomes and Rice. Rice and Zubi's been a consistent factor. I think Kai's one man of the match. He's getting a big award with a star. We know Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes is our first choice centre-half pairing, but if we can get long-term a Mascara, Gabriel Jesus going to Hincapié, Mascara's different relationships to flirt with throughout the season, whether that's because of rest or if that will be out of necessity, really. So, yeah. Max Dowman undoubtedly be man of the match. Some actions he naturally could have done better, and he looks like a 16-year-old, but he's undoubtedly a quality player. He needs a lot more first-team football next year. And for me, I've said it before, he'll be in England's Euro squad. Like, we've got a very good player there. Crazy to think Jesus still scored key goals in our league win. Wolves, for example. Yep, shows everyone chips in. Good pre-season start. So, yeah, and clearly, Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson need to cut. I don't know if I made it clear. I do think Ben White looks a bit rusty, but it's to be expected. So, yeah, man. Your top 4, DG. Arsenal, in no order, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, United. DG versus Albion talks with this season will be even more hilarious. Bring it on, man. Havertz getting man of the match is weird. That was Dowman's. To be fair, I think Kai did very well in his minutes, but I would have given it more. You on TalkSport this season? You get in contact, why not? Max Dowman needs more minutes. He's a bit fearless like Lamine. Fringe players look sharp. I like Cabra, he looks direct and pacey. You know, again, another one overrunning at times, but there was that moment he absolutely burnt his man. Is this a team award? Is this surely? This can't be Benjamin White's. Wait, what is this award? And we are going to play Real Betis in Dublin next. Wait, are we? Isn't it Como next? I don't know. It might. In fact, I think it is Betis. Let me see our fixtures. Because we played MK Dons now. Played Atletico Madrid, Girona, apologies to Kit. Betis, yeah, you're right. Betis, the 5th of August, which is a Wednesday. We're back in England, I'd assume, because it says Emirates Cup on Google. On the 9th of August, which is a Sunday, we're playing Borussia Dortmund. The 12th of August, we've got Como. After that pre-season thing's done, we've got the Community Shield, aka the English Super Cup, on the 16th of August. And then it's Arsenal versus Coventry on the 21st. So I'm sure Mikel Arteta probably might be asked, but isn't going to go into depth on Bruno Gomes. But the quicker we can get players in, the better. Also, Marley Salmon, I haven't forgot about that. I have to highlight him. Absolute fantastic game with some of his passing. I think his defending was good. Another one that we're going to have to be patient with. You know, you have to be even more patient with defenders. But I think like all of the Halem boys, and obviously the bait ones, the Lewis Kellys, the Dowmans, to a degree, Wanyeri, all set, etc., etc. But the other ones, like the Marley Salmons, the ones that are on the fringes that you probably won't see beyond the cup game or on the bench throughout several times this season, if that. So I think everyone done well, and it's a good experience for them as well. So, yeah, man, it's how you want to start. And it's always a pleasure to be here with you guys, isn't it? To travel to Como is definitely in my bucket list, bro. Nice area, isn't it? I don't know what award. I didn't even know there was a trophy lifting. Tzolis is going to do his thing in this league. Tzolis looks good, man. I know people want name brand and we're pursuing Vinicius, but I got a lot of time for what I see from Tzolis. Love White, but I'm not sure he can get back to his actual top level now. Looks a bit rusty, and even right back, you got to look at that. We don't really know for the extent of Timber and White. Obviously, centre half we've discussed. We've still got at some point the Sakas, the Rices, the Gabriels, the Martinellis who are back in training, you know, to come back. Marino, Zubamendi, Raya even. And then obviously, naturally, you know, Saliba's a bit different because he's injured, but you get the point. Vinicius, Kai, Max, Saka, front four. It's going to be a movie. Once again, people, we have obviously sold Norgard as well. He's gone to Everton. Massive club. Going to play a lot more under David Moyes than you played here. Is what it is. 326 likes. Big up everyone who hit the like button. Please make sure you're smashing it. Can we get as close to 400 as possible? Do you think we fudged our relationship with Norgard? I know he didn't get nowhere near the amount of minutes. I think Norgard's an experienced individual. And maybe in hindsight, yeah, I'm starting to look at it like maybe that was always the case, in that, of course, you're going to be disappointed not to play. You want to play football and whatnot, but you're mature enough to not let that seek through into your attitude and how you conduct yourself on a daily basis and all of those things. A part of me also thinks with Norgard, in many ways, you were just there to be a quick stopgap. You was always on joining Arsenal. We spent 10 odd million quid. I'm sure it felt like part of his contract stuff came out and then the Norgard thing accelerated. So, yeah, probably, because for me, I did expect Norgard to play a lot more in terms of sub appearances at Arsenal and have more starts, but he barely played. Maybe we got the transfer wrong. Maybe he struggled. Maybe Arteta wasn't convinced with him in the training ground. Maybe he just made a mistake. But he has my respect. He's a Premier League winner. Some rivals who hold their midfielders in high regards haven't won that. He's played Champions League, experience being at a big club. Best of luck to you with David Moyes in it now. And again, every little helps. You got the wages off the wage bill. You more want to hear Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson, Gabriel Jesus moved on. So a move that suits all parties. Obviously, he's barely played, so he's not going to cost as much. But you could argue we're Premier League champions if you want to take what I would call the illogical approach, because you can't just say we're Premier League champions and use that as a bargaining chip for every player. There's obviously context. But with that, is a bit jarring that we technically took a loss, but is what it is. Did he get a winner's medal? Maybe should. Only 50-odd minutes, shame we didn't get to see more of him. Norgard got his prem. I'm sure he's happy with how things went. Exactly, yeah, he did his thing. Tzolis is going to have some brazy stat pad sessions in cup games. Happy Emancipation Day once again. Arsenal won, so Ray and so rum and spliff settings time now. Whatever that is, have fun, man. Ibrahim and Kaba look good today. Ibrahim had some very good touches, man. Ibrahim reminds me of Thomas Partey. Tzolis improvement on Trossard in terms of athleticism and pace. White made a lot of mistakes last season as well. Hope we're leaving Spain with Vinny. We all hope that, man. But yeah, Ben White's a bit washed. Love Ben White, but he's finished. Yeah, but if he shells it down in the next game, You lot will change your tune. We're just getting cups now. Life's good. Good game. Props to the team. Yeah, we scored goals. We entertained. We looked sharp. I would say collectively as a team, I think we was more entertaining to watch when the young G's came on. Maybe it's because the game's won. It's pre-season. It's a little bit new. Really, I just care about the players getting fitness. So yeah, people. By the way, apparently Bruno Gomes is to have his Arsenal medical on Monday, allegedly. And that's what the Times have said. So we'll have to see how that one goes. But apparently Arsenal are Costa Brava champions. So yeah, it is another trophy. But yeah, man. Kaba looked sharp, Kai looked sharp, Marley Salmon, Max Dowman, Miles Lewis Skelly looked sharp, and there's been a lot of other decent talking points with that as well, people. How was the match? Decent, man. The problem with Zubamendi's endurance in this league, but to be fair, he's played more games than he has in a single season, so there was going to be burnout. Norgard to Everton makes sense, man. You play in the Premier League, anything can happen, but Everton are not necessarily going to get relegated, so you got a good platform. But with that being said, people, we will be live or have some content of some point. Obviously, I'm going to bring out a reaction to this. It's been a fantastic day, man. Like what? We've spoken about Vinny and Gomaras and all that stuff earlier today. We've obviously been here for the game. So, yeah, man, in terms of Arsenal watch-alongs, we're back. The next one's on Wednesday. And obviously, what have we ended the like count with? So, 337. So, big up you lot, people. I appreciate you lot for all the support you lot have done today. And just in general, man, it's nice to know that even in off-season, we're still here. So, if you haven't subscribed and smashed the like button, what are you doing? Please make sure you're doing that. Most importantly, hope everyone's well and safe. Happy August. And let's begin the motion to obviously retain our Premier League title. And I guess after this game, we're all waiting to see if Arteta's answered any questions in relation to Bruno and Vinicius. But on that note, you lot stay safe, stay blessed. We'll link up again soon.
Like